I won my last match.
லிரிக்ல தேர்ட் பார்ட்டி எடுத்தா வேற லெவல் அடிக்கலாம்.
It is showtime. Let's fight together.
Era single agak boleh.
Rahayu. Baru tu nama.
Yung
Coca-Cola kìa.
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Mantap, what the?
halo,
Oh, Assalamualaikum.
Kakak bro.
Hai. Pada
Assalamualaikum.
hai. Lemma ke?
Bahasa. Mohon.
Look at this jackwagon.
Kiểu này.
Help!
Look at this jackwagon.
Marked a location. Watch out!
Mana si Kaijo?
I got supplies. Bring up voice chat. Watch out!
No, 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 no. Cái là cầm cây gậy vô nó học quá.
Marked a location. Marked a location.
मलाई मार्न आँटे केटा हो
Okay, watch out! Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. Awesome. Get in the car. Attack the mark. Watch out.
Mana Kaijo?
Marked a location. Watch out! Watch out! Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. I got supplies.
Mana Kaijo?
Attack the mark.
Look at this jackwagon.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Marked a vehicle.
Mana Kaijo?
Watch out! Watch out! Help! Help!
Dilihat seperti apa atau mungkin juga kasih gambaran lah nanti turnamennya akan seperti apa? Ada nggak bisa cerita sama teman-teman?
Kebetulan ada sih, kita udah ada brief lah, jadi sebelum kita sampai ke sini pun
Tapi so far enak
aman.
dari hospitality-nya semuanya.
Hospitality always top one kalau lihat.
Oh, stop number one
Ya.
ya. Gimana dari Red Face udah merasakan nih hospitality yang luar biasa di sini? Dilihat seperti apa atau mungkin juga kasih gambaran lah nanti turnamennya akan seperti apa. Ada nggak bisa cerita sama teman-teman?
Kebetulan ada sih.
Gimana dari Red Face udah merasakan nih hospitality yang luar biasa di sini?
Kagum sih,
Kagum.
kaget kayak kita bisa dapat semua yang ada.
On through. As we head into our third map of the day will be Arundel, followed by one more Arundel and two Miramars, casted by John, Allen and Jukes. We'll be closing out today. I'm just waiting to get
I mean, not only the results to back it up, but also the fandom around it. Paraboy obviously is a name that will stand the test.
Dilihat seperti apa atau mungkin juga kasih
харцмас. Тийм тэгэл шууд шийдсэнтэй.
Ladies and gentlemen, PMWC champions, Alpha 7 Esports!
Over the top rope. First shot with an auto shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, the PubG Mobile World Cup main tournament begins now!
The shots across to them. A battle breaks out between Twisted and Alpha 7 need to capitalize on the disarray as it stands. It's not going to Evo behind the tree. It's not going to happen.
The question, they're down in 13th place. They got to close it out here. Here comes the Rebel. That's for the opportunity to make up the goal.
The points off the back. Alpha 7 for 7 takes themselves.
It takes a time to 20. A roll down from the Rio.
Abartılan takımda bana göre Vampire. Onlar da sadece PMV'de iş yaptılar. PMGC veya kendi bölgelerinde çok iş yapamıyorlar yani. O yüzden Vampire diyeceğim.
Acho que time subestimado é Twitch Minds BR.
Сайн бацгаана Team Podcast Buggy Action be.
Merhabalar, ben The Wolf. IW'nin Rake oyuncusuyum. Takımda Fragger olarak görev yapıyorum.
Merhabalar, ben Erdem. Nick'im Frozen NX. 19 yaşındayım. IW'nin e-sewa'da acil rolünde oynuyorum.
السلام عليكم معكم الحد من فريق باور اي سبورت.
السلام عليكم معكم كان فريق باور اي سبورت.
Fala rapaziada, sou o Matheus, meu nick é Mythic.
Meu nome é Davi, meu nick é Cardozinho.
Bence en abartılan takım Tiamba. Çünkü Tiamba Çin takımı. Çin takımları her zaman çok abartılı.
En abartılmayan takım Nexus. Ben onların da farklarının çok güçlü olduğunu düşünüyorum yeni transferle. En abartılan takımda bana göre Vampire. Onlar da sadece PMV'de iş yaptılar. PMGC veya kendi bölgelerinde çok iş yapamıyorlar yani. O yüzden Vampire diyeceğim.
Acho que time subestimado é Twitch Minds BR.
ضابط بالجيش.
Mas se eu não estiver jogando, servente de pedreiro.
Şu anda e-sporcu olmasının büyük ihtimalle ticaret yapıyor bu ülke.
Амьдрал ажиллаж. Хэрэглээ илүү өндөр болсон.
غير حياتي أنا طبعا. A principal mudança que eu tive, eu acho que também foi viajar por causa do jogo, conhecer vários lugares do mundo. Eu acho que a principal mudança foi essa.
Айгуу жоохносоо тэгээд тамирчин байсан. Тэгээд амар Нэр хүндэтгэл ийм тамирчин болохыг хүсдэг.
Çocukluk hayalim e-sporcu olmaktı. E-sporcu olmak nasip oldu.
حلمي وانا صغير سايق دبابه.
Eu queria ter uma vida boa, ser bem sucedido, criar uma família própria e ser feliz.
The world was waiting for a champion. There were others like me. A billion of PubG Mobile players all hoping to be the one. There can only be one winner, and I never stopped aiming higher. Aiming to become a pro, the best in my country. Aiming to win a world championship and be the best in the region. Aiming to step on the world stage and bring home glory. We are all here for the original, the first, the best Battle Royale. We're all here to witness a champion in the making. Anyone can be the one. Now is the time to aim high and shine bright.
Ladies and gentlemen, PMWC champions, Alpha 7 Esports!
Over the top rope. First shot with an auto shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, the PubG Mobile World Cup main tournament begins now!
The shots across to them. A battle breaks out between Twisted and Alpha 7 need to capitalize on the disarray as it stands. It's not going to Evo behind the tree. It's not going to happen. The question, they're down in 13th place. They got to close it out here. Here comes the ball. That's for the opportunity to make up your goal. The points off the bat. Alpha 7 looking 7 takes themselves.
Abartılan takımda bana göre Empire. Onlar da sadece PMV'de iş yaptılar. PMGC veya kendi bölgelerinde çok iş yapamıyorlar yani. O yüzden Empire diyeceğim.
Acho um time subestimado é Twitch Minds BR.
Sen bir tane team podcast PubG Action be.
Merhabalar, ben The Wolf. IWN Raid oyuncusuyum. Şu anda e-spor olmasının büyük ihtimalle ticaret yapıyor olabilir.
амьдрал ажиллаж. Хэрэглээ илүү өндөр болсон.
غير حياتي أنا طبعا.
A principal mudança que eu tive, eu acho que também foi viajar por causa do jogo, conhecer vários lugares do mundo. Eu acho que a principal mudança foi essa.
айгуу жоохносоо тэгээд тамирчин байсан. Тэгээд амар нэр хүндтэй тийм тамирчин болохыг хүссэн.
Çocukluk hayalim e-sporcu olmaktı. E-sporcu olmak nasip oldu.
حلمي وانا صغير سايق دبابه.
Eu queria ter uma vida boa, ser bem sucedido, criar uma família própria e ser feliz.
The world was waiting for a champion. There were others like me. A billion of PubG Mobile players all hoping to be the one. There can only be one winner, and I never stopped aiming higher. Aiming to become a pro, the best in my country. Aiming to win a world championship and be the best in the region. Aiming to step on the world stage and bring home glory. We are all here for the original, the first, the best Battle Royale. We're all here to witness a champion in the making. Anyone can be the one. Now is the time to aim high and shine bright.
Ladies and gentlemen, PMWC champions, Alpha 7 Esports!
Over the top rope. First shot with an auto shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, the PubG Mobile World Cup main tournament begins now!
The shots across to them. A battle breaks out between Twisted and Alpha 7 need to capitalize on the disarray as it stands. It's not going to Evo behind the tree. It's not going to happen. The question, they're down in 13th place. They got to close it out here. The Rebel led with the opportunity to make up the goal. The points off the back. Alpha 7, number 7, takes themselves.
Abartılan takımda bana göre Vampire. Onlar da sadece PM'lerde iş yaptılar. PMGC veya kendi bölgelerinde çok iş yapamıyorlar yani. O yüzden Vampire diyeceğim.
Acho que time subestimado é Twitch Minds BR.
Also wir trainieren Team Podcast PubG Action Back.
Merhabalar, ben
I come and go like a rah rah rah. They don't want the two be going nah nah nah. I'm coming back with the money in the bag. The rubies in my lap, yeah, I'm running for the cash. I come and go like a round round round. Putting in the work like I'm way behind. Still trapping on the low low, lurking in the mode like I'm running from the pole. Yeah. Remember when we did it for life? Was noticing all these frames got me trimming a knife. Always on some new thing like riding the bike. Let's do things in one setting, but I don't feel like selling for the time being. When I was young, I used to dream about the palm trees. After the summer achievements, I got a long sleeve. Supposedly, think about it. In reality, you running out of options. Starting to see the coffin with the Bible preach. I'm way ahead on a private beach. My hair bleached on the cover of a magazine. I got the flavor doing push-ups on the coca bean. Doing all the things you can't imagine what it might be. All these women trying to write me. I get the message now, I know they wanna wife me. And not to mention all the bruises, I just went through all the heat. I broke through all the edges like a right cheek. Yeah, I come and go like a rah rah rah. They don't want the two be going nah nah nah. I'm coming back with the money in the bag. The rubies in my lap, yeah, I'm running with the cash. I'm coming go like a rah rah rah. Putting in the work like I'm way behind. Still trapping on the low low, lurking in the mode like I'm running from the pole. Yeah, I cooked it up cause I'm a hero in my own town. Whoa, we just running on our own now. Whoa, all these digits on my phone now. Working through the late night, that's just how it goes down. Oh wow, put in work, I guess we work it out. Almost summer and the money almost running out. All this running up and down, it's getting funny now. I do it for myself and all you ever did was run your mouth. Yeah, we at the spot, they be stunning now. They don't see the bigger picture, we be cutting now. All I'm saying is the man that I'm becoming. He gon' take the new edition and they twist it like a plumber now. Yeah, I'm out here watching all these phony ones. Yeah, and they be thinking about my own runs. Oh, how they gon' catch me when I'm all around. Oh, I can't see why I didn't call it out. I come and go like a rah rah rah. They don't want the two be going nah nah nah. I'm coming back with the money in the bag. The rubies in my lap, yeah, I'm running with the cash. I'm coming go like a rah rah rah. Putting in the work like I'm way behind. Still trapping on the low low, lurking in the mode like I'm running from the pole. Yeah. Yeah, that's been my whole life, you know. Ever since a little kid, I didn't know what to do. They just told me, you done took all your stuff. And they said to me, young 2B, you're gonna have to work hard for it, you know. Ain't no going around it, man. You see what it did to you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Tell him, bro.
Yeah. I'm staring in the mirror at the only one I trust. Been down on my luck, so when you see me now I'm up. I'm fresh up out that mud, I'm a diamond in the rough. So when you see me shining now, know it's anything but luck. I'm looking in the mirror at the only one I with. I've been held me down, so when you see me now I'm up. I'm fresh up out that mud, I'm a diamond in the rough. So when you see me shining now, know it's anything but luck. It's anything but
diamond in the rough, yeah, we had it tough, yeah, we had the pressure and the pressure done its stuff. Oh, I'm not flexing when I'm brushing off the dust, no. All this pain and the tears made my shoulders rust. In this life, gotta do what you must, build your value up, gotta earn trust, avoid fuss. Maybe you don't know the facts, you don't know enough. You can judge me where you want, cause every day I send love. Every day I do me, makes me wanna see you, makes me wanna see more, makes me wanna see through. Maybe we become one, maybe this is the thing. There's an energy and flavor to the things that you bring to the table, any way you're able. Real work turns into gold when you're stable. Now life feels sweet like syrup, like maple. Wouldn't change a thing about my past to stay grateful.
I'm staring in the mirror at the only one I trust. Been down on my luck, so when you see me now I'm up. I'm fresh up out that mud, I'm a diamond in the rough. So when you see me shining now, know it's anything but luck. I'm looking in the mirror at the only one I with. I've been held me down, so when you see me now I'm up. I'm fresh up out that mud, I'm a diamond in the rough. So when you see me shining now, know it's anything but luck. It's anything but luck now. I'm busy doing me, I'm out their range, I'm out of reach now. Almost let it drown, but they found me off the freestyle. Product of that ground, you seeing her eye me down. She wanna vibe, trying to see if she can slide. It's in the green now, it's snakes from my past. They look at me where I'm at, thinking they can hit my line, and I'ma help them on their feet now. I had a few I looked up to, they showing different shades. They might have blocked a couple rays, but now they watching my beam down.
I struggle to open doors to places that come to life if I step inside. I learned to cut the keys down. Got it locked, this demon stirring a pot with pretty faces and plots that try to knock me off my feet now. No new friends, I had so many hit my line for the freebie, but if you see me out, you gotta pay the fee now. All these things you never cared to see me for is what I let the world see now. I'm staring in the mirror at the only one I trust. Been down on my luck, so when you see me now, I'm up. I fresh up out that mud, I'm a diamond in the rough, so when you see me shining now, know it's anything but luck. I'm looking in the mirror at the only one I with. I've been held me down, so when you see me now, I'm up. I'm fresh up out that mud, I'm a diamond in the rough, so when you see me shining now, know it's anything but luck. It's anything but luck now.
So bad on my list, bound this time for closure. You want what you want, that must be awful. But please pull up your pants, no offense. Won't be dancing in rice. I'm not telling you twice. Nothing you can do to make things right. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. Sitting all alone on your back, hoping for some cash, but they're burning off the flesh flat. Hey, still all weak, lacking talent, but you get the parents. So proud how you manage to date. Everybody lonely in this God city. God city got me pity all the pretty. I'm getting high in a room full of hippies. God hippies. We got the rules. Only Gemini right. You're a bunch of fools. That's what your mom's trying to say. We fly with you. While you rub your turtlenecks is what we do. We win and you lose. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. Free up the Just give me some slice, hey.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Hello, I'm Himothy. I got the recipe. I got the flow. I got the remedy. I know they do. I know they envy me. Feet on the floor. What they gon' say now? We came along from last place, bottom to top of the fast pace. Out of this surf, I get touchdown. I take a loss, get it back 8. I'm in the gym putting numbers up. You're never there, you got bad traits. Never excuses or cover ups. Learn from the losses and bad breaks. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, win,
All this talk about who's on top and who's not. Miss me with the gossip. Check the score. Yeah.
See me coming out the screen. Know I gave myself the green light. Catch a shoe from the 3. If I'm not the one, it doesn't seem right. I need like 2, 4, 5, 6 in them rings. I'm talking back to back to back like 23. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Everything around me looks a little great. Ever since you found out, worry about my brain. I just need a time out, probably just a sprain. It's okay, baby, it's okay. Got a lot of words you don't know how to say. Pull out all your big ones, tryna flip my face. I give you a big hug, say I'm feeling great. It's okay, baby, it's okay. I don't wanna see you worry, but if you come around too early, if you make my toes too curly, and if you really, really have on me, baby, get hold up, bro, how to get it so wrong? Get it sometimes you cold, on a big problem though, yeah. Cause to me, you're an angel. If you ask me why, I say yeah, yo. Everything around me looks a little great. Ever since you found out, worry about my brain. I just need a time out, probably just a sprain. It's okay, baby, it's okay. Got a lot of words you don't know how to say. Pull out all your big ones, tryna flip my face. I give you a big hug, say I'm feeling great. It's okay, baby, it's okay.
I'm alright, everything's fine, everything good, everything nice. Don't pull the curtain to something uncertain, just living your life. Taking a drive, stay in your lane. Don't veer off, might go insane. Think of your brain as a shelter in place. Don't let no one in, just lock up your chains. Change to be feared if you hear what they're saying. On the news, feeding us views. Never feel good to be tamed. Taking my feet, treated as truth. Ooh, ain't it a breeze to forget how to speak and let them do the speaking for you. Ooh, learn to feel free and to get your freedom, decisions be made by the group.
Mama told me, safer folding. Trying to carve yourself a space. Bend over backwards, let the assholes run us right down the train. Everything around me looks a little great. Ever since you found out, worry about my brain. I just need a time out, probably just a sprain. It's okay, baby, it's okay.
How to be a portrait master.
One, two, three, yeah!
Bounce in the streets, I'm a boss till I call. Bounce in the beast, I'm a boss till I fall. I'm a boss on the beat, I'm a boss, spit it raw. I'm a boss, keep it G, and I walk in the talk. I'm a boss.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the PubG Mobile Global Open 2024 Brazil. The main event. You've seen us in the qualifiers, you've seen us in the prelims, and now we are here. My name is the Sun Worlds Gaming. I'm going to be your host / caster alongside. I couldn't be doing this by myself because we got so many amazing teams. We got Hot Jukes and Sute. How are you guys doing? Jukes, how you doing?
Let's go, bro. I'm so pumped. The finals are finally here. We're going to see some of the big boy squads we've been waiting for so long to see. And Zute, I know there's some names that we haven't seen in a bit that are making their big comeback today.
Ooh, so many teams like you mentioned. And I mean, when you say that, I mean, the first thing on my mind, of course, is the old guard, the not reigning champs, but used to be reigning champs back-to-back, Nova, right? I'm really curious to see what they have. Pair Boys back in the fold, but the Mongolian teams, they were popping off.
Yeah, we'll get a chance to get to them. But you know what? Let's talk about this team that we currently got on the screen, Death Wolves. I mean, Jukes, you saw what this team has been able to do from the get-go. I was mentioning qualifier finals. You were there, and then I got a chance to see what they were also able to do during the prelims. How are we thinking this team could possibly do here in the main event with so many just big dogs in here?
Honestly, they're one of the team. I mean, speaking of dogs, right? We're talking about the Wolves, and they're one of the teams that I'm really looking forward to see how they perform here against all these big players, because, you know, after their day one performance where they performed better than anybody else in their group, they talked about it, how it wasn't enough. You know, they were kind of bummed out, and I was surprised. I was like, you guys outperformed everybody in Group C. But that just shows me that that team is ready to come in hot, as there's still so many teams we got to talk about.
For sure. And I think one thing for me, Death Wolves, that I kind of want to see is a little bit more elimination. But boy, it's going to be so much harder with the teams that are here. And then we have a different team now showing on your screen, Royals of War. This was a big surprise for me. This team being one of the only, if not the only LATAM team that is currently in the PMGO main event. I mean, this team caught me by surprise. They were able to clutch up in big ways when it came down to the prelims, and I'm hoping, Sute, that they're going to be able to clutch up here when we go to the main event.
I mean, this is going to be like a huge learning curve for them, in my opinion. But then again, I feel like there's so many underdog teams at this caliber of a tournament stage right now. I mean, you have the veterans, and you have so many teams making their first global appearance ever. But of course, you know, like the underdog story, it's always there, and we've seen it happen time and time again.
We definitely have. I mean, if any of these qualifier teams end up winning, Jukes, it's going to be the biggest Cinderella story out there. And I'll tell you which team, if there is going to be a Cinderella story, which team I'll want to see. But I'm not going to tell you yet, okay, Jukes? It's a little bit too early. Come on, I can't give you that right now. But a team that is going to be looking strong is going to be none other than Nextria, and this team was performing really, really well there towards the end of the prelims.
100%. They were so consistent. They were so consistent throughout that those preliminaries. And, you know, the big thing is, how are they going to make the adjustment coming into the finals? Because we've talked time and time again, Zute, right? As a matter of fact, I think we talked back in the day. Like, if you do the best in qualifiers, then you're going to struggle in the finals, right? So we kind of joked about that, because we see these teams usually come finals time. We'll see a squad that we didn't really expect just go crazy. And I think it's totally possible that, you know, this is one team in particular that can make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, Nextria, they have the experience under their belt, right? Very veteran team, and also performing on LAN too. A lot of these teams, maybe their first time at a LAN stage, and I know you mentioned this a lot, and even Seven, maybe you haven't competed at LAN, but at any time that you're there in person and the nerves start kicking in, your hands start getting shaky, and you might, you know, miss some shots, you might choke, and, you know, things could really go bad really quickly.
Hey, man, I do that even if I wasn't in LAN. I miss some shots, I choke. It doesn't matter. I do that from home. A team that's definitely looking not to choke, not to miss some shots, is going to be Vampire Esports. Now, this team, boy, talk about a bit of a roller coaster of emotions when we went to the prelims. They came hot. They got a chicken dinner on their first game, and then after that, they kind of disappear. But the crazy part is that they came back towards the end. And then on the second day of the prelims, this team was so consistent. This team got 2 chicken dinners, a lot of eliminations too. It was more of the likes of the Vampire Esports that we are used to seeing. The big question mark here, boys, is what Vampire Esports are we going to be seeing here on day one of the main event? Are we going to be seeing the dominant Vampire Esports that we're used to? Because they cannot afford to slow down. They cannot afford for a slow start here.
Absolutely. I mean, you said it, Zute, right? There's a big difference from playing at home, you know, laying on your belly and you're on your top of your bed. But now you got the lights, you got the big show here, and Vampire have proven that they could get it done, right, with a crowd. They did it in PMWI. They struggled during the qualifiers, but come finals time, they had a performance of a lifetime. But Seven, right? We saw them struggle in PMGC. So I think you're right. They have to start off strong if they want to be able to have a great performance here today.
Yeah, we know what Sir Tanny, he likes to do those interviews. He as Jason Kaplan would say, he wants to keep adding Rolexes to his wrist, especially with what they're usually able to do when we do go to PMWIs. Another team that was able to make it here from the prelims is going to be none other than Zebra Masters. This team, big surprise for me as well. I mean, they were able to start off pretty hot too in the first Sandhawk that we played of the prelims. They ended up with the chicken dinner, 5th in eliminations. I thought that was good too. But not only that, the way they were able to actually keep on improving too on the second day. Keep in mind, this team was not able to play the last one. So they were able to take that destiny within their own hands. And it worked out wonders for them as we are currently here in the main event, Sute.
My biggest takeaway from watching Zebra Masters is their steady consistency in improvement, through the course of their 2 days. And I think that's always a very strong telltale sign of a team that may not be as veteran and how they might do come the finals. A lot of teams, they always go up and down. I feel like Zebra Master was one of the few teams that just stayed consistent all throughout.
And then I can't wait to see which team is going to be next. And if there is any team that could possibly end up surprising here at the PubG Mobile Global Open, it's this team right here. Smoke Gaming, an absolute just came out of the shadows, started surprising a lot of teams. You have people currently watching at home when they were in the prelims saying, Smoke Gaming is a mid team. And I kept saying, no. Let these boys cook, because they are just a bunch of veteran misfit players from Brazil that decided to get together. And right now, they're finally getting the chance, Hot Jukes, to be at a global stage. And boy, I would be shocked if they don't take and run with it.
Cool. They need to. And they're kind of like, Zebra Masters in the fact that they are, just like a local team bringing together the best that they have and coming and playing at the top level. They're so impressive. They were in PMPL back in 2022, but they got regulated at the start of 2023. Then they had 3 different community teams just grab their best players, put together this squad. And it's so crazy that the synergy is this strong, Zute. It's really impressive.
Yeah, Smoke Gaming. Smoke Gaming, another one of those teams that, may look like other teams, coming in, putting players together, and it's just making it work, getting to the grand final stage now. But with so many of these underdog teams, as we're seeing right now, I feel like only one can maybe prevail, especially against so many veteran teams. So.
Yeah, looking at these teams, man, there's just so many teams that could win it, and we haven't even got. These are just right now. We're just showing you teams that came from the prelims. Another one, Regnum Karya brought esports. This team was, when you talk about consistency, this is a team that you're going to be looking at, because on the second day, on the final day actually, that this team got a chance to play, they ended up with 2 chicken dinners overall. Out of the 6 matches, they ended up with 4 top 4s and a bunch of eliminations. And we saw Silas, a player that is it's pretty much a global championship winner when he was with SGG. Now he's part of this team. He came up big too in that final day for this team. Overall, Hot Jukes, they're looking good.
Turkey in the house. Turkey is in the house here. And of course, this is 2 teams that have merged together. It was Regnum Karya and Bra Esports, and they're looking to take it all here. And when you said Silas, I smiled, because honestly, I think it's really going to be up to him to kind of lead that squad and hopefully start off with a good game, because honestly, game number 1 in a tournament like this is just so important, Seven.
Oh, wait. Jukes. The sound. I need the sound, baby.
The Falcons are here.
They are definitely here. First place team, a team that probably should have been in the main event. They shouldn't even have to go to the prelims, but something crazy happened when we ended up going to the qualifier finals. They ended up getting hot drop, and it ruined their chances to go straight from qualifier finals to the main event. But they are here now, and they're going to be going up against the team that did end up hot dropping them in high fives. We'll get to them here in a bit, but I think this team, if there's any team out there that's trying to send a statement, Sute, this team is definitely trying to send that statement.
Oh, man. They were so close and fell short last year at the PMGC. I'm sure they really want this one right here. And, does this team even need an introduction? Top. He's at the top, man. That player is just insane. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he got the MVP of the PMGC last year, even though he was not on the winning team. So, that says something.
You're definitely not wrong. And I think he's going to be looking to use those MVP skills on this team right here. I was hinting at it, Hot Jukes, and here they are. High fives. I mean, we heard him say they're not scared of some teams. They were saying Alpha 7, Team Falcons, not really worried about them. It's easier said than done, because once you have these teams on your face, once they're not even giving you any centimeter to breathe, they're just coming after you. It's, you know what, your hands start shaking a little bit.
Oh, but I'll tell you what, their hands didn't shake when it came to the qualifiers, right? They knew what they had to do. They had to drop Team Falcons, shut them down, and pass them up if they wanted to make it to the main event, and that's exactly what they did. Now the question is, right, is that bad blood in between the Falcons and this squad? Will the Falcons hunt them down and get their revenge for having to make them work a few extra days? But at the same time, right, they don't have those few games of extra experience in the prelims going against some of these squads. So they're literally, I'm not going to lie, right? It's like just watching a little stick get thrown into a massive bonfire here in the finals. But I'm excited to see what they do.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I can't wait to see what they're going to do. But I believe we are going to be showing you guys a video of how PubG Mobile changed my life. In a bit, you know what? We had to show the ones from home, Alpha 7. We'll get a chance to actually talk more about their team, but I think that team is one that's definitely looking to win that championship, especially if they could do it at home. Imagine how happy they would be.
They go crazy, man. Imagine the crowd, everybody. I mean, everyone's cheering on this team, as well as so many. I love to see the huge Brazilian presence and squads here at the hometown. It's just been absolutely insane.
All right, well, you heard me tease it earlier, and I think it is going to be coming down. So here we go. Let's watch this video.
เปลี่ยนแปลงชีวิตผมเยอะมากครับก็ในด้านของการทำงานครับก็เหมือนอารมณ์แบบการหารายได้เข้าตัวเองแล้วก็ครอบครัวครับก็สำหรับ PubG นะครับก็เปลี่ยนแปลงสำหรับตัวผมก็คือน่าจะเป็นเกี่ยวกับเรื่องของระบบระเบียบวินัยครับก็เหมือนอารมณ์แบบเราเป็นนักกีฬาแล้วก็เหมือนอารมณ์แบบการทำงานก็คือเป็นเหมือนมีขั้นมีตอนเราต้องใช้ความมีระเบียบอย่างเช่นเราต้องตื่นมาซ้อมหรือว่าแบ่งเวลาในการซ้อมหรือว่าแบ่งเวลาในการทำการบ้านหรือว่าต้องฝึกซ้อมตลอดเวลาอย่างเงี้ยก็เหมือนจัดระเบียบให้กับตัวเองก็เหมือนเป็นคนมีระเบียบมากขึ้น
Acho que o PubG mudou minha vida literalmente em tudo, porque eu sempre tive um sonho de conseguir conquistar minhas coisas, ajudar minha mãe, ajudar minha família. Então acho que o PubG mudou nesse sentido, de poder ajudar quem eu amo, quem eu gosto e fazer o que eu amo também, que é jogar. Y fue eso, PubG mudó literalmente todo que tinha para mudar en mi vida.
Pues he aprendido a convivir con mucha gente, ya que pues hay muchas personas de diferentes lugares, pues he conocido culturas o así. También pues me ha ayudado en un lado porque pues yo tengo tiempo para estudiar y para jugar, ya que pues se me paga y pues no tengo la necesidad de trabajar. Pues.
Hem maddi konusunda hayatımı değiştirdi hem de hayatıma güzel insanlar kattı. Güzel abi kardeşler.
Eu me chamo de Menor, eu jogo PUBG faz 5 anos e esse jogo mudou minha vida em questão, claro, financeira, mas também da saúde mental, posso dizer. Que na época que eu comecei a jogar esse jogo eu estava meio para baixo e tal, e acabou mudando minha vida.
Well, don't even get us started with how PubG Mobile has changed our life, because luckily for me, I've gotten a chance to meet Hot Jukes and Sute in real person because of this game. And you know what? Which team is going to be looking to hopefully meet with that championship is none other than D+ Kia, all the way from South Korea. Now, we are used to seeing certain players from this roster. I know somebody at home, Maxman, is going to be a little bit heartbroken because no longer is Fabian nor Forrest in this team. They have changed up the roster and they're looking to put up a much better showing than they were able to do in PMGC, Hot Jukes.
Yeah, you know, this team in particular, we've known this name. We've seen them for so many times in so many tournaments, right? And in Korea, this team just absolutely shreds. It's just at the global stage, they haven't been able to replicate that. So hopefully we could see that happen here today.
And hopefully we will be able to get a chance to see that. As I mentioned, it's going to be a bit of a different roster. It did end up changing early in January, so I'm sure they'll be set and ready to go. Sute, how long does it usually take for these teams to kind of get used to each other after they get together?
I mean, it depends from team to team, but generally I'd give it, a couple months. Teams at the very, very high caliber, when they kind of put one player in or even switch 2 players out, I mean, the fundamentals have to be there for the players that they're picking up. So hopefully we'll see them do pretty well.
We'll have to wait and see if that's going to end up happening here, as we have Boom Esports all the way from Indonesia. And this is not just any Indonesian team, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very, very strong team, as they are the current champions of the PubG Mobile Super League South Asia Spring 2024. That's right. They already start playing their own tournaments, and they are already winning it. So they're going to be coming in hot. I know Indonesia, for the longest time, we talked about Bigatron. We talked about some of the other teams out there from Indonesia as well. But I mean, coming in hot from being able to win that PMSL already in 2024, they got that experience under the belt to start off the year.
I mean, that's huge. I mean, they have it under their belt, and they have a belt already around their waist, right? To start the year off. So that's going to be huge for their whole mental factor coming into today. They know that they can already get that top spot. It's time to do it here on the big global stage, though. So hopefully they're able to, calm those nerves down, get ready, and just start fragging out right from the start.
And I'm sure everybody watching in Indonesia will love to see that. They will love to see another team being able to be one of those top teams in the world, just like Bigatron was able to do it back in the past. They haven't been able to shine that much, but you know what? Anything can happen. It's just the best part is just the beginning of 2024 here for PubG Mobile Esports. And when we're talking about champions, well, let's talk a little bit more about Reject, because this is the champion team from Japan. They won the PubG Mobile Japan League Season 3 Phase 2 last year around October, and they're looking to start off hot here in the PMGO. Keep in mind, though, this team did not have the best of showings when they did come to PMGC, because they ended up in 22nd place.
Currently, I would say they are the rulers, the kings of Japan. This Reject team just dominates year after year after year in Japan only, though. Every time they get to the global stage, they've always fallen short. However, I would have to say they have improved every single time in terms of where they've come and finished at the global stage. So if the trend holds true, this might be, the best Reject team we have seen yet. And, well, I can't wait to see what Japan has to offer this year around.
Yeah, there's always so much hope for Japan. They're always getting us really hyped up, and then when we get to kind of global events, they end up disappointing. Luckily for Rejects, guess what? You're going to start off early this year. You get a chance. You get a chance to put your name out there and become the champs of the PMGO. But as we're talking about champions, I would be shocked. I would be shocked if this next team isn't one of the main contenders to win the championship, as we know they have won in the past. And you might be wondering, well, Seven, which team is it? Stop teasing us. Just slow down. Give it a second, because it's none other than Nova Esports. That's right, the back-to-back champions of PMGC 2021, 2020. And Paraboy, if you don't follow him on Instagram, you might not know. So let me just refresh your memory. This man was in Istanbul, Hot Jukes, and he saw ISC being able to pick up that trophy. Guess what he decided to do? He decided to post a picture on Instagram and say, next year, I'm coming back for what's mine.
Ooh, after 2 years, right, of just sitting in the shadows, the legendary Paraboy has returned. I mean, this is the all-star of PubG Mobile here. So can he do it? Could you imagine, Zute, if he could come here, get his 3rd title after his first tournament back for being gone so long? I mean, what more could we ask for?
I mean, that's one of the things I'm definitely looking forward to this tournament. There are so many things I'm looking forward to. And they also have Order. You can't talk about Paraboy without Order. Probably the best duo in PubG Mobile history. Long-range specialist, close-range specialist. They're the best of the best when it comes to those two things. So I just can't wait to see what's going to happen in this tournament here, Seven.
Yeah, first time actually we get a chance to see this team without Jimmy at a global event, if I'm not mistaken. So I can't wait to see how that's going to be adjusting for them and being at a global event for them without one of their main ones, right, Jimmy? And we're talking about champions. Well, guess what? S2G is also one of those PMGC champions, as they were able to win it in 2022. They were able to surprise everybody when we were in Jakarta, Indonesia, for that win. And this team has made some changes. We talked about earlier how Silas did end up leaving the team. They didn't really have one of the best performances overall last year when it came to global events. They were a bit disappointing. I think a lot of people expected a lot more out of SGG, and SGG is looking to show why they were the champions in 2022.
He's gonna have to step up. They're gonna have to step up big time. Losing Silas is definitely a tough one, because that man could definitely get it done. But now you got Cal stepping up as the IGL, and hopefully we can see this team get some success here, because I know that once they start firing on all cylinders, they're going to be tough to stop. So I'm really looking forward to seeing these first few games. I think if they get a chicken dinner under their belt early, there's going to be a big target on their back, because once they get going, it's hard to stop them.
And the thing is, too, whenever they did end up winning that championship, they were such a quiet team. They were such a consistent team that they ended up catching everybody by surprise. Me by surprise as well. And, I mean, keep it going with the champions list. Why not? Ooh. IHC Esports, the reigning defending champions of the PubG Mobile Global Championship 2023. This team was on an absolute tear, man. Absolute tear, and I can't wait to see what they're going to be doing here. Imagine if you can get those back-to-back global events. That'd be amazing.
Oh, I can just hear the music right here. IHC, baby! The big boys are here, looking to make that return. And, I mean, you're right. If they could do a back-to-back global performance, just imagine how they're going to solidify their legacy.
Yeah. I don't even want to imagine it, Suti. I want to see it, maybe.
Yeah, it's been done once before by Nova, but IHC, this is a team that I'm really thinking that team that has got it all. And I would say out of all the teams here, I mean, obviously they're the champions, but I'd say they are the scariest team to go up against here. It is just the way they play, the way they utilize everything. Rejects in a hot drop once again. They started off really rough on Sandhawk. Let's see if they can turn things around. We see Pistols coming in. Sorrow with that shotgun in hand. And we do see Myth coming in from Smoke Gaming with that AK-47.
Where's the fourth player from Reject? Where is he? Oh, he's already gone. So they already lost a player in this hot drop. Now they're going to have to make it happen. Smoke happens to have some really good weapons here, but you can see Sorrow there with a pump shotgun shuts down the AK. That's going to be huge. It's up to Miyaki.
Miyaki in a 1v2 situations. All he's got is the pistol. Maybe running back for a gun here. And yeah, he drops him that AK. That's smart. He does not have time for this revive. 2v1. Make that 3v1 as they get the revive through. Miyaki, this is going to be a tough one for him. I don't think he's got what it takes. He switches around the other side. His teammate does get thirsted. HP bars are low, though, for the side of Reject. But Miyaki is even lower, down to 1. And that is it. Rejects get a much better start here around, and shooting the box for good measure. That's a quick 4 points.
Shooting the boxes this early? Oh, I mean, that just kind of shows you the energy that these guys are feeling. They didn't like the way that last match started off, so they're going to come in here not messing around. So hopefully we can see Reject continue on with that. Reject's one of those squads that, you know, for as long as I've seen them play, the aggression is without a doubt there, right? It's just sometimes that it can be a little bit too aggressive. Yeah, they got those 4 points. They're losing one player, though, and it's all about getting those placements and elimination. So hopefully we can see them, you know, kind of flip that aggression switch on and off as needed.
Yeah. One thing that some viewers might not know about the Japan region in particular is that I feel like a lot of the top teams in Japan really have a lot of strong players that are really mechanically focused. So I'm talking like close range, quick scopes, quick lean peaks, all of that stuff. So when it comes to close range, individual gunpowder, Reject definitely has it. It didn't play out too well in Sandhawk. We did see that long range third party, though, that might have slowed down the Reject's teams there. But this time around, no third party to be had, and they win that fight pretty convincingly, only losing one player.
Yeah. It's such a risk, though, with these hot drops. I mean, just going down with so little loot. You have to kind of really hope on a little bit of RNG that you get the right weapon. And we did see Smoke Gaming end up with a couple AKs. That's the gun you want to have at the start for sure. One headshot, no helmet, that's instant knock. So, I mean, that's how it ends up working out. But that pump shotgun proving to be superior in that last one.
Shotguns nowadays is pretty much meta, even if it's not that DBS. Players have really learned how to use that, especially in the close range situations. We're looking at Falcons here. They did lose one player. They might be looking to lose another, as Top, last year's MVP in a 1v3. Definitely not going to be able to do that. And it's actually Hi-Fi's here. They've got some bad blood, and with the way they came in hot and just after taking out Top, ejecting right out of that, I don't think Falcon's going to be too happy about that one.
That's for sure. Now, let's see what happens here. As Divine's going to be going up against Boom. Team Reject just not letting up off the gas. Beautiful nade to start things off. Oh, if you got that knock, that would have been huge. But him very separated from his team. Here comes the rest of the squad now. Full committing on Boom. Now it's a 1v1. Who's going to win it?
Sara behind the car on the low ground. Quick peeks, gets the confirmation on one. Has the pan in hand. He's low tossing some heads out. I mean, I'm talking about mechanics here. He's pressing so many things at once. You don't know his next move, and maybe that's the plan. If you don't know what you're doing, the opponent definitely doesn't. Sara's still up. First aid coming through. Rejects looking to pick up 8 points potentially here. If he can win this 1v1, it's a cat and mouse game, and Sara does get it done. That's that mechanics right there. 8 points already. Placement points. Who's that? Rejects picking up all the elim points early on.
Oh my gosh, dude. What the confidence. The confidence from Sara right there in that situation. To throw the pan on the ground. And you know why he did that, Zute?
Why is that? Actually, he switched to meds.
Oh. Yeah. No, but
I won't be needing this.
I think he baited it out, though, and he said, you know what? Let me cook. Let me cook.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying? He said, watch this. Let me cook. Let me grill this player up real quick, you know? And that's exactly what he did. It came down to that 1v1. He clutched it up. And, man, like you mentioned, 8 eliminations. That's the thing is that in a tournament like this, right, there's obviously so many different ways that you can play it, right? You can either play it hyper aggressive or you can play it hyper passive. The days of hyper passive have gone, right? I think in order to win a tournament like this, you got to have it like a light switch, off and on at the right times, you know? But Rejects, man, these guys, like, put some tape on that aggressive switch. I mean, so far at the start of this tournament.
Yeah, it got flipped on, and it just kept going. And we have a debate sometimes. You get 4 points and you lose a player. Is that okay? Usually that's okay, but could be better. Honestly, 8 points losing 2 players, that's pretty good, because when you're down to 3, you don't really expect to pick up another 4. The fact that they did pick up another 4, I think this is a good game for them. If they were to go out now, it would be not too bad, in my opinion.
I agree, right? That's good points on the board regardless. If they were to go out right now, they wouldn't be like really too frustrated about it. But I think now it's just about trying to stay alive, try to get maybe a couple placement points to help you out for sure. Meanwhile, next Rhea, right next to Death Wolves, but he put that wolf nose to work because he smelt that something was wrong. He said, you know what, I'm gonna take off.
Yeah, taking off immediately. And
they're to the wrong direction.
I think it might be because they're smelling something else out. They're smelling some vampires close by. I don't know if there was audio confirmation that there could be a team, so they're grouping up for a potential fight. But next Rhea, Wolf shooting off some shots right there. No lucky hits. And we're only in stage 1. Stage 2 has not even happened yet, and we have 2 teams already eliminated and out, all thanks to Rejects, of course. And we have the Falcons team down to 2 players.
Ooh, Team Falcons, yeah, that's gonna be tough. Only 1 elimination in this game. So they started off match 1, remember, with 7 eliminations, no placement points. Now they're down to 2, so not the greatest start for Team Falcons, but if any team can bounce back, it's definitely them. Let's take a look at where this zone's gonna go, though. Are we gonna get some of that PMGO toxicity? No, it's gonna be nice and easy here to start things off in Erangel.
It's a pretty standard shift, but this zone does throw in a lot of question marks. Of course, you have Pachinki taking a majority of that. Then you have the open fields east of Pachinki. And then you get the high grounds, Potato Hill, right east of that. So really dynamic territory coming into play here. As next Ruya does get a player knocked, and it is to the side of Death Wolves. And Death Wolves looking like a wolf pack right now, circling around looking for the next weak point.
Oh, and that's going to be Frozen right there. Busted out of the buggy and instantly confirmed. Beautiful play from Death Wolves, man. I really like the way this team plays. I mean, once they start working together, their synergy is pretty ridiculous, especially considering that this is their first time playing an event like this.
Death Wolves really staying true to their name, just circling around like a wolf pack here. Now they have Next Ruya completely enclosed. Next Ruya did get that revive, so it is a 4v3 situation, but of course positioning superiority goes to Death Wolves, and they find another opening with that nade.
He needs to be very careful here. That nade's gonna hurt. You can just see the look on his face, just yep, and that's gonna be the knock. Now's the question, right? What's stronger, Death Wolves or the Z Wolf? As he's the last player up for Next Ruya.
Wolf on wolf action. I don't think Z-Wolf is going to look to do much here. Death Wolves, they're going to try and hunt him down, but if he stays quiet enough, they may just let him go. Death Wolves, of course, on the edge of zone, so they're not in too much of a rush to rotate or take up a strong position more center. They might just leave him instead, though, and Z-Wolf will be left back here as the lone wolf.
Well, that's right. You know, as you can see there, he's got the PPB zone, and with just that weapon, the old saying goes, right? No bark, no bite.
Taking a look at the minimap, let's see what's going on with the other team's position here. So Falcons do get the center of zone, but they are a two-man. They are at a decent compound to hold. We have D plus right to their east on top of Potato Hill. We got Nova to the west of Pachinki. And we do have Zebra Masters holding down the east side of Pachinki, a great position to be in. You get the option of, you know, having the fields within your sightlines, within your control, and if the circle does go into Pachinki, you're the first team to pick a priority spot inside Pachinki itself.
Now let's see if the zone's going to stay centering up, or we're going to get a crazy shift. That's going to be what I'm looking towards. Meanwhile, you got Nova rocking a 2-2 split here. What do you think about that?
The only team I feel like that could rock these, you know, kind of big splits at this day and age, and I say at this day and age because, Jukes, you've said it many times, since the meta has progressed, splits have become harder and harder to hold. Teams have getting better and better to crack them, but Nova is the one team that just also gets better and better at the splits. So I think if any team could do a 2-2 split, a Y2-2, it would be Nova, as the circle does go east here towards the side of Potato Hill.
Yeah, I think maybe they were holding that split just to see where the zone went, and if it went on, you know, to favor either of those directions, you would have seen them leave and join up together, because that's a very difficult split to hold for a long time. But the zone completely leaves their direction, so they're going to have to take off here, and that's exactly what they do. But at the end of the day, Zute, this is their hometown, right? This particular area, they know like the back of their hand. So I'm going to be interested to see how they rotate into this one.
Yeah, Nova does have a split drop in farm and around Gaka, so they know this zone really well. Falcons picking up a quick knock on the team that's been giving them a lot of trouble. It is Hi-Fi's. I don't know if they will be able to confirm the point, though, as we do see Ragnum Karya actually taking those points away.
Yes, they are. Magnum Karya Bras trying to put some work under the Hi-Fi's. As Kiss You trying to throw a little Molotov on there, light Rob's on fire, but yeah, Rob's in his position. He's not getting res no matter what. It's going to be really up to just, I believe, Monkey, yeah, last player up for this team to try and make something happen, but yeah, he's in big trouble.
Yeah, Monkey's just got to hope no more nades come his way, and the circle keeps shifting onto him. Maybe ink out one placement point. I do think top 8 gets 1 placement point, so still quite a long ways to go for him, especially with 14 teams still left kicking here. And he's got 4 nades. Might be able to get a knock and a thirst, but it'll be tough.
Gonna be tough indeed. Yeah, he's pretty much done for right here. He's gonna have to be really, really, really careful, because I mean, he was talking some stuff about, hey, you know what, teams that I'm focusing on, teams I'm not worried about. One of the teams he said I'm not worried about is Alpha 7, and they won match 1 with 18 points. And they're still in this one with 4 players up and looking to kind of have a good performance as well. So we'll see what Monkey can do. Meanwhile, in the feed, Royals of War getting into it with Vampire.
Yeah, that's on the west side of Pachinki Hill as we are now tuning into the fight. Royals of War down to a 2-man in a very tough spot. Vampires have him circled in. Another nade right there. Tony K gets a 1-for-2 special. That's a knock and a thirst confirmation. Can Vampire get stoned back up, though? That'd be the best outcome for them. Go back to that full 4-man. Royals of War down to 1. Blue zone closing in. He's really going to look to play spoiler, of course, in the blue zone. Get some nice shots and get some more. And I think that is stoned out right there. He will bleed out. And, oh man, Rivas, what more can he do? Shreps should get the win on this one. He's behind that tree cover, popping shots back and forth, and they do get the confirmation there, but they do lose stone in the process. And I was going to say, Nova and Alpha 7 are shaping up for a fight in the north.
This is a huge fight, once again, against the 2 titans here of this lobby. They went at it in the last match, right towards the end, and now they're going it early here in match number 2. Alpha 7 in the blue zone, needing to leave. They got to. It's only 28 seconds left on the clock, and blue zone's already starting to chunk both of them. Paraboy's gonna go down into the play zone. That is a fight I really want to keep my eye on. Is now D plus Kia from the inside, starting to put in some work on Nova. Oh, it's down to their last player.
I want to see D plus Kia here really make a big play, which is to gatekeep Alpha 7. They have the whole north side to themselves. They have the edge of zone within their reach. I mean, if they just go into zone, you're going to have Alpha 7 barking behind your back with the high ground in play for them. So we'll see how this works out for D plus here, as Alpha 7 is now going to be leaving. They picked apart Nova. Nova just down to the 1 player of Dream.
It's over.
Dream YG. I don't know how strong the resilience of Nova is here, down to a solo. We'll see if he can somehow make a miracle rotation in here, as he is going to try and rotate it.
Yeah, he's got to hurry up, though, because this zone is really starting to close. Once it ticks down and we get into 5th circle, blue zone just starts chunking. So he needs to leave as fast as he possibly can. You can see his health bar just constantly healing. And yeah, that heal strategy does not work anymore, that's for sure. As Team Falcons are going to hold down the Wizard Tower with their last remaining 2 players. They're really hoping the zone stays on them, because if they have to leave there, yeah, it's going to be tough to get out.
Big rotation out of Falcons, too. They were on the east side in those compounds. So definitely picking a better position, an easier to defend position with just 2 players. You don't want to take those houses as 2, because full squads will be looking their way. And it is pretty centered. Maybe Falcons will get another zone. IHC on the south side of Pachinki right here. IHC do have 4 players up, so IHC still have a lot of firepower left to work with for the rest of this match. And everyone's pretty much settled in. Alpha 7 actually sweeped all the way down south and found a little pocket to play in next to Death Wolves.
Okay, yeah, all the way down south. So they wrapped really, really hard. We're able to find that location. And now they're going to have to work from that edge. That's something that they do best. Dream does go down, so that is going to be Nova out early. Alpha 7 being able to get away from that fight, only losing 1 player. And in zones like this, sometimes you got to have to make that sacrifice, pay the toll, as some would say. And that's exactly what they did. Now, one team in particular you talked about earlier, Zute, right, was IHC. The previous PMGC champions didn't have game 1, or the game 1 that they were really looking for. But so far, 1 elimination, all 4 players up, and not in a bad spot.
Yeah, definitely not. Very workable from that position. They are on the edge of
I just
zone.
got better.
Wait, what just... Oh, the circle shift?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see that now. Yeah, that is very nice for the side of IHC. Now everyone on the east has got to make a move. Alpha 7, they did come out on top over Nova, but I noticed Alpha 7 don't have any elimination points, so I don't think they got any of those points, and it was probably D plus that stole those away.
Here comes Death Wolves, going to try to make that hard push. They're going to go ahead and get to that compound. and then they're gonna have to push up right here. This area of Pachinki is very interesting because you have that sloping hill right there. There's still that pipe in between those two roads that's still open, but there's so many players completely, you know, guarding these ridge lines. There's just no way to get there without having to make some sacrifices. So the timing is gonna have to be impeccable from these teams of the East. They're gonna have to time it perfectly. And you don't want to be the first one in, because if you're going in first, you're going to get shot at for sure. But if you're able to kind of go ahead and time it right, you can get there second, third, catch a nice little third party, sneak in and get some eliminations. With just another player and just said, nah, I'm gonna try to fight it out or head right on back. I think that's what they're gonna opt to. So you know what, we're just gonna hold this for now.
Surely at some point D plus will get a little bit of aggressive. Like, I know you don't want to go out early when you just have prime positioning, right? You don't have to take the fight. But for me, it's you have 4 players. So you should be, you know, fighting, getting knocked, revived, and then maybe thinking about not pushing. Right now, D plus with 4 players is just not doing anything, I feel like, with their I want to say number advantage, right? We can see they have a number advantage, but maybe they think it's a 4v4. Even then, in a 4v4 with your backside completely clear, you have to be doing some sort of proactiveness, and D plus hasn't been doing any of that.
It looks like D plus Kia and IHC are in a school group project together, and D plus Kia is just rubbing the shoulders of IHC, saying, "Hey man, you're doing a great job." You know what I'm saying? But they better be, but IHC better be careful, because who knows? I mean, D plus Kia can come at the last second and take all that credit, you know, and take them out. So that is something they have to really, really be careful for.
Yeah, they could slap their name on the project, you know, at the very last moment. Get all the credit, take the chicken dinner, take a couple eliminations, and it looks like they might look to go in engagements. You know, they've waited long enough.
Coming.
And I think D plus realizes, okay, now for sure, you know, if we take this